Floss Tube. Welcome to my channel, Stitching is Elementary. My name is Carol Lee, and this is Floss Tube number 49. Today is Saturday, June 17th. I hope you're all doing well. I have today for you some quilty stuff and just a ton of whips, really. So I just wanted to pop in and kind of show you what I've gotten done for Stitch Halloween in June and what patriotic stitching that I've gotten done. So as I started this, it kind of got closer up. I wanted you to be able to see my quilt. This is the only thing I have finished. And it's not even completely done yet. It's not quilted. But I did finally finish my Scrappiness is Happiness quilt. And I did post a picture of this on my Instagram if you want to see the whole thing. I am Stitching is Elementary on Instagram. So I hope everybody is doing well. I think I'm going to move this back just a teeny bit because it feels really close. Hold on. There we go. This is a new t-shirt I got. I thought it was cute for the last couple of days of school. I wore it. It's an Instagram. I saw it on Instagram. I think it's called Pippi Post, and they have a lot of really cute reading, well, all different kinds, but a lot of reading t-shirts. Okay, so personal update. Not much. I am just enjoying summer. My bookshelves are done. Hallelujah. I'm just taking a break now to record this video. I was up there organizing and I ran out of the little brackets to hang the shelves, and so I need to wait till my husband gets home to finish putting the shelves up, and then I can start moving everything in. So what's happening this weekend? As you know, it's Father's Day weekend, so happy Father's Day tomorrow to all the fathers out there. But my son from California flew in for Father's Day, and we knew he was coming. But then my other son, who is a truck driver, he drives a semi around the country. He lives in Texas, but he drives a truck. He showed up on Saturday morning. So I was driving to go to an appointment like at 9:30 to get my nails done. And I normally go down this way that leads out of our neighborhood, and you come to a light, and then I have to like turn on this busy street. Well, it was really backed up. So there's like a back way I can go through where I go behind this plaza and like past the gas station and then out onto the busy road. So I went the back way, and I'm pulling up to the light past this gas station, and I swear it's Nura standing there, my other son. And so I pull up really quick, and he looks up. I'm like, what are you doing here? So he had parked his truck in the back behind the gas station, and he was going to surprise my husband, but he was trying to get a hold of my other son who was still sleeping. So I went and got my nails done, and on my way home, I'm like, you know, did Isaac come get you yet? No, he's still sitting in his truck waiting. So I went and picked him up and brought him home, and my husband was very surprised. So it was really nice. But it was just funny to see him standing there on the corner. Anyhow, okay, so they're all here. So they're all gone today. So Nura is out working out, and Isaac and Eric are out on a motorcycle ride. And my daughter ran a race this morning. I don't know where she is. She's not home yet though. So I'm trying to fit this in before everybody comes home so I can do it downstairs because my library still isn't put back together yet. And I wanted you to be able to see this. So anyway, I'm super excited to have this done. I'm trying to decide what kind of quilting I want to have my quilter do. I was thinking some kind of a sewing like theme pantograph. And then I was thinking, well, maybe since it's from Lori Holt, I would have little bees, like a bee with, you know, like a stipple almost with bees in it. So we'll see. I have to decide on that. Anyway, and then I'll have a little more quilting at the end, but I will save that till the end. All right, so let's get going on cross stitch. So I hope if you're stitching Halloween, you've been having fun. Regardless of what you're stitching, I hope you're getting lots done. I am just going to pull stuff out randomly. I have mostly Halloween, but I also have some patriotic. So I think I'll kind of, I don't know, should I do every other or should I do patriotic first and get it out of the way? Maybe I'll do patriotic first because there's not as much of that. Okay, so I just worked a teeny bit on this one. It is, I'll just flash this real quick because it was free, I think. It's United We Stand by Teresa Kogut, and it came out during the pandemic, like early on, and I'm doing it on Ada, so I know it was quite a while ago. So I just worked on that a teeny bit. So that's what I have done. I probably should be closer now. So I'm just starting on this little girl's red dress here. So I haven't worked on that one in a while though, because I've been doing mostly Halloween. Yeah, I have to make myself stop doing patriotic. I mean, I want the patriotic done. I should have done patriotic in May instead of my samplers, but okay. And then this one has a few in it, but you know, only one that I've been, I guess two I've been working on. Okay, so I'm working on Teresa Kogut's Patriotic Tweet, which you get as a Patreon member. It was one of our May charts. And I'm doing it on a gray, I think it's Stormy Night 32 count. And I am using the called for floss. So it is some DMC and, oh no, I lied. I changed a couple of the weeks ones. So I am using the called for DMC for sure. And then I just changed the two hand dyes it called for. So they're a mess, they're not on a ring. That's the called for DMC. And then the hand dyes I'm using are Deep Sea and Blue Heron by Weeks. So that's those. So yeah, and here is my progress on that. Not a ton, but I'm getting there. It's really cute. So that one's been fun. I have a place I want to put that, so I've really been anxious to get it done. Like, I'm never in a hurry usually until I decide where I want to put it or when I'm excited about where I want to put it, and then I really want to get it done. Okay, and then I also decided, oh, I should have grabbed them, the things I'm going to put these on, to work on Stitchy. Okay, Stitchy Stars. Let's see here. I'll show the chart. So Stitchy Stars by Lori Holt. I got this in the floss that goes with it last year. And so I'm using the called for weeks floss, and I'm doing them separately, and I'm just doing 4. So I got that little one done. And then I'm working on this one. Oops. Ooh, that's a mess. It's because the thread's still there. Hold on. There we go. And I'm working on that one. So what I'm going to do with these is I have these little blocks, which is what I should have grabbed. They're 4 patriotic colors blocks. So they're from Stitch Etc. Right? Yeah. That I ordered off of Facebook last year. And so I'm going to finish these and put one on each block. So I have a red one, a blue one, an aqua one, and a white one. And they're just like little, I think 3-inch or 4-inch blocks. There's the floss pack. So yeah, I'd like to get those done soon, but we'll see. Keeping everything in this teeny bag because I'm running out of project bags. I really need to make some more. I did buy one, so I'll have that to show you in my haul. Oh, and somebody asked me on Instagram, I think, where I get my project bags from. So as I go along here, I will show you. I mean, these lovely ones are obviously from Amazon. You can get them with colors. You can get them with all black. You can also get them with labels on the front, like a little plastic thing that slides, a label slides in. And I use those to store my charts also over on my shelf. So I put like Plum Street samplers, and all the Plum Street goes in there if they're not holiday ones. That's how I do it. Okay, but now this bag I made. My friend Christy from Crosshatch Quilts, you know, makes bags and she sells them. But she had given me one as a gift, so I was trying to copy it kind of. I didn't do nearly as good as she does, but it came out okay. So this is the inside of it. Let's see what's in here. A lot of this is just stuff I want to work on. Trying to see if, oh yes, I did have a new start. I forgot. I had this kitted up from Farm Girl Dry Goods. It's the Brenda Gervais, not Bless This Home. Let's see. My Home Sweet Home. Okay. So, this one. So just have a teeny little start on that. It came kitted up with the, I'm gonna drop everything, with the floss and the linen. So here, and all the little accessories to finish came with it. Here is the floss, and it's all called for some weeks, some DMC, and a couple of Classic Colorworks. So that. And here is my teeny little start. I just started up in the top left, and I did that border and starting the leaf. Sorry, you can't see it. Now I feel like I should move this back closer. Okay, there we go. There's the little leaf. So just a teeny start. I was watching somebody's Floss Tube, and they were working on it, or yeah, I guess Floss Tube, and they were working on it, and I was like, oh, let me start that. These ones usually go pretty fast, but you have to work on it for it to go fast. Okay. And then one I have in here I was going to show you I wanted to start. I think I might actually start it today. I shouldn't, but I feel like it. Is Primrose Cottage. Now this isn't really patriotic. It's summer. It's Hello Summer. And I was going to do it in kind of patriotic colors. So instead of the purple and the yellow and the orange, I'm going to do blues and reds and pinks. So, and gray, I think for the hello is what I was planning. So here are my colors for that. I just pulled a bunch of my color and cotton flosses. So I was going to do, for the popsicles, and I'm thinking I'm going to do it on Vintage Country Mocha, but I'm not sure. Pulled a couple blues and reds. So let's see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my blues I pulled were these 3. Sorry, Shining Sea, Blue Daisy, which is like aqua blue, and Old Glory. So those are the 3 blues I was going to use. These are the order I was going to do them in. That's why I have them like that. So Shining Sea, I was going to make the first popsicle, and then Water Lily, and then Blue Daisy, and then Carmine for my red, Old Glory, and Bunny Nose. That might actually, I might not be using these 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I was just going to use these. I had pulled a bunch on here just to kind of see what I liked. And then I think I'm going to do the hello in gray, and then the popsicle stems I'll do in like a brown. I pulled this frankincense, a goldy brown. So yeah, I might start that today. I might do it on white. I don't know, white or Vintage Country Mocha. Okay. And then this one, I have not worked on a whole lot. I can't remember when I showed it to you guys last. I might have just shown you my plans. But I was working on, from the Sweet Land of Liberty book, Salute to Abigail. And I'm doing it with Vicki Clayton flosses, Vicki Clayton silks on, let's see if I can remember the name of it. It's a needle on flax, 36 count linen. Not sure if it's Hemingway, I can't remember. But here is my progress. Sorry for the wrinkles. Just working on a border. Oh, there is a big black bug in here. Hope he stays away from me. Oh, goodness. Yuck. I think they left the back door open. In the morning, we'll often do that. There he is. I might have to stop to kill a bug. We'll see. And so the Vicki Clayton flosses I'm using for the cream, I'm using Kodiak Bear. Go away. For the red, I'm using Zip Service. And I did post this on my Instagram account if you're interested, because I had somebody ask. And then for the dark blue, I'm doing Steeled Nerves. Looks like that. And for the light blue, it's Waterworks. So yeah. I really love how those colors are looking on that linen. It's very pretty. And I actually have my floss in like a littler one of these bags. I had gotten them to use for school and it didn't work out, so I have a few of those. So just put them in there. Nothing cute. Okay, and then a couple other ones that aren't patriotic or Halloween. So I try to stitch for Tomato Tuesday, and I was stitching with Michelle at Stitching by the Moon on Instagram, and I kind of stopped doing it for a while because of my Halloween. He's like right up there. But I did get back to the last couple weeks, so I'm working on the Bookkeeper of the Pins, and I'm just working my way through. Oh, look, he's right there. Go away, dude. He likes my pumpkin. Oh, you need to go away. I don't like to kill bugs. I try to let them go, but you better not fly in my hair. Okay, anyway, this bag, I said I'd talk about bags. I have all my Tomato Tuesday stitching in. This is from Stitch Folk, Barry at Stitch Folk on Etsy. And you know, she'll have times where she loads a bunch of bags and they go really fast. And she will have times too where you can pre-order a bag for a certain amount of time, and then it takes her usually months to get them all done and sent out, but at least you know you're getting one. So that's what this was. And this one was a pre-order, and actually another one I'm going to show you was. I really like that because you know you're going to get one and you just have to wait, which is totally fine because they are beautiful. So, okay, keep your pins. So first one I had finished was this one. And I'm doing this on 36 count Vintage Country Mocha. Goodness. With similar to called for colors. I changed them a little bit. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Oh, that scared me. I thought he landed on me. I hate killing pets, or killing any kind of bugs, but I did. Okay. And I moved the camera a little bit closer. And now it sounds like my dog's going to start whining. No, Sadie. No, Sadie. Okay, so I feel so like scatterbrained today. Sorry. So I'm working on Keeper of the Pins. And the first one I finished was the Sewing Bird. And it's with similar to called for colors. I just pulled some colors. Hazel, no. Here's my finish on that. And that was a while ago. And it is Vintage Country Mocha 36 count. And then this one was quick because it's just words. I finished that one, which is Needle and Thread. It's the second one in the book. So I'm not going to worry about fully finishing them, I don't think, until I have them all done. But at least I got another one done. Ginger Shoal on Instagram and Michelle are much further along than me. But at least I got a little bit done. Okay, so then I just wanted to start this new one. I was watching Angela from Happy Little Stitch Shop. If you don't watch her videos, you should go give them a try. They're really good. She's really sweet. But she had shown her flea market flowers, which I had kitted up, and I think I had started a little bit, but then I never did much with it. So I restarted it, but I'm going to restart it again. So I worked on it some more, I should say, not restarted it. And this is on a piece of 32 count Lugana that I got from Color and Cotton when I was in the club. So that's my progress. But it's like a really tight weave, and the 32 count just feels really tight on it. But if I did one strand, I really don't like how it looks with the darker colors. So, and then I thought, what inspired me is she showed it on her live, and it was in front of a Lori Holt quilt, and they look so good together. And I thought, oh my gosh, I want to stitch that for my room, and I want to make that quilt for my bed. So I decided I'm going to restart it on white. I'm going to do 36 count white, so I can use one strand, and I'm using all the called for DMC. And there's such pretty colors. There's all the DMC. So yeah, so next time I come on, I will show you. I'll have it restarted on 36 count, just plain white. I really like stitching on plain white. It's fun to stitch on. And this is in a Doc Goose bag. So any of my bags that have vinyl on the front are either Creative Carol or Doc Goose. I keep looking out the window because I keep thinking I hear my son come back in my husband's truck, but he went to work out, and that usually takes some hours, so I don't think I really did. Okay, so anyway, that's a kind of a new start, but I'm gonna restart on different fabric. Yeah, so any of my vinyl front bags, Doc Goose. I have one from Creative Carol, and my other ones I'll tell you as I go along. Okay. All right, now we're into Halloween. I've been having such a blast, like just stitching something new every day for Halloween. No girls, quiet please. No girls. So let's see. I haven't touched everything, all my whips, but I've gotten to quite a bit of them. Okay, so this morning I was working on, last night and this morning, the Haunted Halloween Sal with Fat Quarter Shot. And this is the second release. It's releasing every Tuesday. And there's a quilt-along to go with it, which I'll show you in my quilting part also. Sorry if you hear my dog whining. I do not have these on a ring yet. So let me show you the flosses. They are kind of a mess. Hazel, no. I don't know what they're all upset about. Girls, no, no. Hey, can you guys just like not, can you all lay down? Okay. So here are the flosses. There's 2 oranges, brown, black, and white. And I'm doing it on 28 count pistachio from Fiber on a Whim. And here is my progress. So I'm going to do all the letters and the like any spots that are in the moon before I do the moon, because I want the variegation to like just continue evenly across when you know, when I do the whole moon, which is this orange color. I don't want to break up the variegation, if that makes sense. So I'm going to do everything. Plus, I think it's easier to not have to count and skip, like not to have to count the holes for these letters and skip them and then go to the next one. I always seem to do it wrong when I do that. So I like to fill in what's inside of an object first and then go back and do all the fill in. So I'm really liking that. I'm kind of wishing maybe I had done it on 36 count because now I've seen their finish and I could finish it a different way. I'd be okay with that, but it's okay. All the other ones, I've done all their Halloween stitch-alongs in June, and I've done them all on 28 count, so at least they'll all be the same, you know, kind of sizes. Okay. Let's see what's next. Oh yes, and then I was also working on this yesterday and today. I really want to get this one done. I'm close to a finish. Hilda Boo and Sunflowers too. And I'm doing it on 25 count. It's either Oatmeal or Vintage Country. I'm not sure which one. And I pulled my own flosses, but they are similar to called for. There's those, and then there's just a DMC for skin, the skin color. And so here I'm making good progress. In the last few days, I've gotten all the letters done and that exclamation point. And now I'm starting on the border down here, trying to finish up all the purple. And then really all I have to do is go fill in the sunflowers up here, and there's some little doodads. And down here, there's flowers and candy corn. Yeah, so I'm excited to get that one done. As you can see down there. Like, I'm not really working to have a ton of finishes this month, but it would be nice to. So, okay, this was a new start. So Whistle Stop Stitcher Designs, Midnight at Raven Manor, and I got this a while ago, a couple years probably, and was just waiting for the right fabric. So Tomas from Nicholas Flamel Designs, he's in Hungary, but you can order on Etsy and it gets here pretty quick. I had just ordered some from him for Halloween, and then he posted this one called Ghost, which was this cool gray. So I was like, oh, I have to have that. So it got here really quick, and here is the little label he has that comes with everything. And he's also on Instagram, and he's been showing fabrics on Instagram, and you can buy them on Instagram too if you just message him. Okay, so here are my flosses, and these are similar to called for, but not all called for, because I had to change it up a little bit to go with this fabric, because I think the gray she did it on is a darker gray. So here is my progress. I've just been working on that border, and I had a hard time because most of the colors I chose blended in, but it's hard to see on camera, but I think it'll be fine in person. So I'm using Weeks Arrowhead for those flowers. So I think it shows up enough. I mean, it's not going to show up a ton, but I think it's enough. So and this is that piece of fabric. Yeah, so that one I am loving, but it is 40 count. I thought I ordered 36 count. So 40 count, I really have to use my magnifier anymore. I mean, there are times I don't know what it is. First thing in the morning I do, I think it's just my eyes aren't ready to focus yet. But it is definitely harder to see. So this will take me a little while. I want to show you too. I usually cut my edges with a scallop scissor. I don't know if I've ever told anybody, ever said anything about that before, but it keeps it from unraveling pretty well. You know, unless I have a project that I've been working on a ton for a long, long time, it really doesn't unravel. So I had gotten these big scallop scissors off of Amazon, and I really like that. It's just easy. I don't have to sew. So yeah. If I can find them, I'll link them below if they still have them. Okay, let's see what's next. Ooh, this one still isn't a hoop. Oh, this one was fun. This was a really old whip I pulled out. And I've been having fun working on it. Lila's Studio Halloween Quaker. And I found I really enjoy working on the Quakers. So I think I'm going to do her spring and summer Quakers as well sometime. Okay, so I am using all the called for floss. I know that, and it's so pretty. I love the bright colors. That bright green and that bright orange and this rainy day purple is so pretty. And I am doing it on, here's my mess. Let me take it out of the hoop. 18 count Aida that I dyed myself. Like I said, I started this a long time ago. These are the Morgan hoops. I love these hoops. I know those Nourish ones are out, and I think I might try those Nourish ones, but I just love this 5-inch size for almost everything. So here's my progress. I finished this motif. When I started it, I just had, hold on. When I started, I just had the outline for this motif. And so I finished filling in the inside, and then I started the outline for this one. And that was like a day and maybe a couple days that I worked on that. This is making me really want to get back to all of these though. So every day I usually either am working on a whip or I'm starting a new start for Halloween. Okay, and then this was one, okay, so this is also Dot Dot Goose bag, and you can get these little thread catchers if you want to go with your bag when you order from her. So this is a Lizzie Kate mystery. When it first came out, it was a mystery stitch along, spooked mystery sampler. But then on the third one, you can see all of it. So that's what it will look like. And I started this first part last year with Michelle from Stitching by the Moon. And we both finished this part last year. And now this year, we're starting on that middle part. And I would really like to get this one done for this year. And this is on XU Designs Gray Sand. Try to keep the labels in here. 28 count. And XU Designs is on Etsy. So here's my progress. I'm very happy with that. I just have the bottom left, that middle part. So I definitely think I can get this done for this year. And I'm thinking, so all these words are in a brown color. So I pulled the called for and then I changed them a little bit. So all the words are in, is it parallel? No. Oh, coffee bean, color and cotton coffee bean. So I'm thinking I might get a brown frame. Yeah, brown frame might look cool with it. Black would look good too, so we'll see, brown or black. So there's some weeks, there's some color and cotton and gentle art. Yeah, I just changed the call for colors a little bit to look good on my fabric and to be more to my taste. So if you see, let me find the picture. In this picture, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but there is like a teal blue, which I do love teal blue, but just interspersed in there a little bit here and there. So I changed that to the purple. So like the little girl, little witch's outfit and just some doodads here and there. So instead of teal, I'm using Primitive Plum by Color and Cotton. My moaning dogs. Okay. So that one's coming along really nicely. Oh, and then this one is another Fat Quarter Shop stitch along that they had in June. It is Fright Night. And this was, yeah, from 2020. a while ago, and I love that finish. I have that piece, so I want to finish it like that. So I was really working on this one a lot, and then before I put it down. And I am using the called for colors. It's just a bunch of weeks. But, oh, you know what? I did make a change. That's right. So, let me find my change. I added to it. So let's look back at this again. So you see how the house is all black and gray, all black, and the tree is black. Well, I didn't want my tree black, and this fence I kind of didn't want black. So I'm making the steps coming down in the front, the fence and the tree, a dark, dark brown instead. So the black that calls for is coal, so Weeks coal. So I picked, I love this color, Swamp Water, Weeks Swamp Water. So it'll just be a little different. And it's got variegated with browns and a really dark brown that almost looks black. I don't know if you can see that. So I think it looks really cool with those colors. So I was excited about that. So when I decided to do that, I started working out of time because I really wanted to get it done. So, but then I did put it down. Oh, you don't, yeah, you can see a little bit of the brown I started. So here's my progress. And you can see the steps down here are brown. So yeah, I'm excited to get that one done. Ooh, and it matches my nails, look at that. Oh, I was so bad. I don't know why. Okay, so I have fake nails. I have S&S, they're called nails. It's like a powder. And I do that because I bite my nails, I always have. And it keeps me from biting my nails for the most part. Sometimes I'll just like gnaw on my thumb and I'll get a little chunk out of it. But that's all. Well, the last couple weeks, for some reason, I bit like 4 of my nails off, and they're not easy to bite off. So then I decided to soak them off and take them off, and that's not easy to do on your own. So they looked awful. So I went in 2 days ago to my nail tech, and she's like, "What did you do to your nails?" And I'm like, "I just fixed them." She's like, "Were you nervous? Like, why were you like destroying them?" But anyway, and then I also have in here, I finally started the Stitch Along. I don't think I had ever started it. Yeah, from what year is this one? It's Bats and Booze. I think it was 2 years ago. So I really do love all these Factory Shop ones. And I had this kitted up, but I hadn't started it. So I'm doing this on pale gray gingham, and that's my little start. And I have the quilt. I think it's done, or it's almost done. I'll show that another time. So that's that bag, and this is just a Amazon bag. I keep hearing trucks. I think the neighbors have workmen at their house. I keep thinking it's Mira. Okay. Oh, this one's pretty. Okay, so this is, and I didn't work on it a lot, but I got it all kitted up at least. I made a Start Spooky Countdown by the Primitive Hair. And I was going back and forth between doing just the called for colors, the orange, the green, the black, the gold, or adding in purple, but Michelle's like, add in purple, so I did. I added in purple. And I am doing this on another piece of Nicholas Flamel Designs fabric, which, do I have the little card? This was one of those ones I think I got with this Halloween set. I don't have it. It looks very similar to Old Book, but it's not. So this is my piece of fabric. Isn't that gorgeous? And then this is my start. I just started on the border up there. That's it. That's all I got. And these are the flosses I am using. So it calls for, let's see. Yeah, it calls for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 DMC. And so what am I using? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think what I was going to do is mix the green and purple in just in different places. And then I picked Quiet Hazel, Weeks Dye Works Plum. These are all Weeks Dye Works. Loden, Whiskey. I love Whiskey. It's a great yellowy goldish brownish one color. For the orange, Clockwork, which will be a lot of that. Roasted Figs. And I don't think there was brown in there either. No, I'm adding in the brown for certain things. And then mascara. And for my grays, blackboard and galvanized. So yeah, so there's extra colors. So I'm just gonna kind of, as I go along, put extra colors places. I think there's a fence and a tree that I wanted to have brown. I think that's why I put brown in there. I do kind of like things to be the colors they actually are, which is silly. My oldest daughter always yells at me when I talk about telling kids to color things the colors they are in real life. She's like, you should let them be creative and color them any color you want, which is true. But when we're doing science stuff, I want them to color the colors they're supposed to be, especially plants, because, you know, plants have green leaves. And anyway, so she always gets into it with me. She's like, you should make them color, you know, different colors than what they want. But I like things to be the real colors. Okay. This was a new start that I've been wanting to start for ages. I love these. This is Haunted House Trio by Waxing Moon Designs. And I did decide in my last video I talked about I didn't know if I was going to do the like Vintage Country Mocha or the bluey purple, but I picked the bluey purple. Night Sky. I wish I knew what this was because I would get it for some other things. I love it. So I'm going to do these separate. So I cut 3 separate pieces. So this is the fabric I'm doing it on. And I have no idea what it is. I couldn't find a tag anywhere and I do not remember. So I just started one of them and I got the border done, which I'm always challenged with counting these borders. Even though I do every other, you know, I do a full X for every 10 stitch, I still get messed up. But that's my progress, and I am using all the called for floss. Yeah, it's all Weeks Dye Works. So I need to get back to that. That one's so fun. Another Amazon bag. Too many projects to have all nice project bags. Okay, and then this, I have hardly anything done. This is my cross stitch camp project. I'm planning, we're going to Florida to visit my parents, my family next week, so I'm planning on taking this with me. This and maybe one other thing, and working on it a ton. So the Salem Sisters Apothecary and your cross stitch camp is through Sherry at Colorado Cross Stitcher. She's on Instagram and she has a floss tube also, and she explains it all. But she does it for June, July, and August, and each month is a different like challenge. And this one you had to do something with a bird in it. So did that, and I am using Onyx, Weeks Dye Works Onyx, and this is on, I'm using 1 strand or 2. Let me see. Yeah, 32 count Vintage Country Mocha, because that's what's called for, and I have this finishing piece, which you probably know because I showed it. But I wanted to fit on there just like that. So I'm using the called for. So 32 count Vintage Country Mocha. I really like Vintage Country Mocha. So that's my progress. Letters go fast, but I think I only worked on it the one day I started it. This being able to work on stuff all day though, like start in the morning and work for a long time, it's awesome. I haven't got as much stitching time this week because I've been trying to finish those darn bookshelves. So the paint was great, but when we put everything up in the room, I started seeing spots I thought needed like another coat, and then I do that, and then I'm like, well, what about that spot? That kind of needs it. I was making myself crazy, and I think it's because the lighting is really bad in that room. There's lots of shadows, and it's such a dark color that it's really hard to see, but it turned out great. It was just, I was tired of painting. Okay, now I would have liked to work on this one more. This is Midnight Watch, and I did not start the quilt yet, but I'm hoping to do that here, I don't know, sometime this summer, if not this month. I'd like to at least start it this month. And I have this also in a Dot Dot Goose bag. And it has one of those little floss things. And I am using the called for this, except I might pop in a purpley color. But here are the flosses. And I do not know what I'm doing this on. I don't remember right now. But I got a lot of the border done. Sorry, I have my needle in here, but Just so stuck to it. Okay. And I started the moon. So, oh, I did change the moon color. The called for my dye lot didn't look great. It wasn't showing up. So I just changed it to something very similar, but just a little, that showed up just a little bit better. So one side border done. The top, did I finish? No, I got to work on those little orange buds. Finish those, but I just really want to get to that moon. I was dying to start the moon. This looks almost like a Confederate gray or something. That might be what it is. And it is 36 count. I just don't remember the name of it. And this is a Teresa Kogut fabric. So cute, from a year or two ago. You need to take a break and go get some coffee. I could use some. I have a lot more. I'm about halfway done, I'd say. Okay, so there's some in here I have not touched yet, so I'm not going to show you those. So actually, I might not be so bad. Let's see here. Didn't do that one yet. Not that. Not that. Okay, so this one I did not work on. No, I talked about that, so yeah, I don't need that one. Well, I lied. I might not have any more that I worked on. No, that's it. So the rest are either whips I haven't touched, which I've shown in my last video, or new starts that I haven't started yet. So that is it. I lied. I saw a bunch more bags in there, but none of them have I done yet. All right, let me put this all back in. Sorry for the top of my head. So I keep all my Halloween whips in this basket. I'll show you here in a second. Separate from all my other whips, just to try to be organized. And this is a basket I found at an antique store, and then I painted it. I thought it was cool, and it wasn't very expensive. Okay, oh, it's this big white basket, and there is all my Halloween whips. So I just pull them out of there, and then I put them back in there when I'm done and pull a different one. And then my whips that I work on all the time, I keep in this Logenberger basket. It sits next to my stitching chair. And so there. And then over on the shelves over there, I have like all the whips I haven't worked on, or I'm not working on at the time. Okay, so that is all my cross stitch. Now we're going to get into quilting. So if you're not interested in quilting, if you're not interested in quilting, I'm done with cross stitch. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll show a little bit of haul, because some of it's cross stitch. And I want to tell you, next episode is my 50th episode, or 50th Floss Tube. So I'm going to do a giveaway. And I think I might do what I did last time. I'm not sure, but I think I might make like a few project bags and like give a pattern with a project bag. I did that one time and I thought it was nice. So anyway, we'll see, but I'll have some kind of a giveaway. So haul. So I was watching Annie the Proper Stitcher, and you know how everybody's making those little sewing cases out of jewelry cases. So I totally copied her. I don't know if she watches, but Annie, if you do, I totally copied you because I also love blue. And she had shown this one on Amazon, and it just came like yesterday. So I didn't do anything to it yet. This is what it looks like when you get it. And then so people have been pulling like all of this out and putting quilt fabric in there and making it real cute as a stitchy case. So I will leave this up here, but I will pull some of this out and have a place where you can put your scissors and just different accoutrements for stitching. So I got that. And then Happy Little Stitch Shop and Fat Quarter Shop, they both have a Lori Holt Fat Quarter Club. So this was my first installment of that. Oh, I love those colors, blues, aquas, pinks, and reds. I like. And she is giving you like a project you can do with this too. I think it was a star pillow this last time, but I'm just going to save them in my stash. And then also from Happy Little Stitch Shop, I am in their Prairie Schooler Santa Clubs. Every month I get a usually one card like this and then a set like this. And I have not started these yet. I need to. I should on the 25th stitch these. I just can't decide if I want to use all the same fabric or different fabrics, which I'm leaning towards doing different. And then, oh, this came, I had ordered this. This was a, I don't know if it's a limited edition. I think it is, from Whilst Iris Snaps. It's Mary Gibson, 1828. It's an antique English sampler. So Whilst Iris Snaps, Christine does a whole video about this, and this is a reproduction that she charted. It's so pretty, and you probably can't see it, but there are little wreaths on the front doors. And if you've watched me for a while, you probably know that I love wreaths. I used to make wreaths. I had an Etsy shop, and I have so many wreaths around my house. My kids are like, enough wreaths already. But this one's really pretty. So I think you had to get the kit. I think that was your only option. So it was, but you could get like hand dyed or Verisloth. I got the hand dyed kit, and it is on 36 count linen color by Weeks Dye Works. So it's Weeks Dye Works linen, and the color is called linen. So that's the fabric, really pretty modeling. And it comes in this little paper bag. And then the flosses come in here. And it is all Weeks Dye Works flosses. I haven't pulled them out yet. Hold on. Ooh, so pretty. All right, I'm just going to try to hold it up so you can see, because they're all going to fall apart if I take them apart. So I am not going to start this until Sampler September, I don't think. So I'm just going to put that aside for now. That's why they had an overwhelming response apparently, and it was taking them a long time to get everybody's kit out to them. And I was like, that's fine, because I'm not starting it till September anyway, so no hurry. But it came the other day. Oh, and then you got a little floss drop from, oh, what is it? Minnie McBean's Febreze on Etsy, which she's a friend. The lady who makes these is a friend of Nicola, from Hands Across the Sea. And so a lot of the Hands Across the Sea charts, sometimes you'll get a free one with that, a free one of these. So I have a few of them. Okay, so that came. And then Primrose Cottage Stitches had this new chart, and I think it's adorable. And now she has a bee one that came out this week, and I got that one also. I need to start that one. I need to put it in with my patriotic stuff. It's really little too. It's only 51 by 40. And then 2 project bags. So this project bag I had never ordered from her before. It is Starry Owl Stitchery, and she is on Instagram, and she has an Etsy shop. And so I think she posts them like on Sundays. I don't know if it's every Sunday. And I just love this one. I thought the fabric was so pretty. I like a summer stitch. And she puts this little charm and that on the zipper pull. And here's the inside of it. So pretty. So I love that. It's gorgeous. And she shipped it so quick. Really nice. So that, like I said, is Starry Owl Stitchery. And then this is another one from Barry. This went along with the red sampler box from Hands Across the Sea that a bunch of us got a while ago. And so it was called Letters from Europe, and you're supposed to stitch them all summer. It's like you're traveling around Europe. Each sampler was from a different country. So anyway, I'm going to put those in here and get one started here soon. Here is the back. This was another one of those from Stitch Folk that you could pre-order, and she just got it to you when she got it made. And her bags are just beautiful. All right. So that now is all of my cross stitch and haul. So if you're not interested in quilting, it's totally fine. I will see you later, probably in a couple weeks for another video. Okay, so now I'm going to start the little bit of quilting I have. I don't have a lot. I always thought I'd make another quilting video, but I just never get to that. So I decided I'm just going to show you what I'm working on at the moment, or what I just finished. So I just finished this, and grab my stuff down here. I've been working on a bunch of different ones. So I am still working on, and I will be working on this forever, Lori Holt's Calico Garden. I've started appliquing. I have it all organized. I have everything cut out, and I have it all the design boards made. So I have, you can see here, a whole pile of design boards, and they all have one of the blocks on them. I just have to make all the applique pieces. And I have them labeled like which block it is. So let me see. Okay, so I have these pieces done. This is for the Morning Glory, I think. I just have to applique them on. I have the Primrose ones made. I just have to applique them. I'm dropping buttons here. Oh. I have this one made. I just have to applique it. I do have one done. If I can find it. I do have one that I did applique. I can't find it here. All right, well, I can't find it. But there is one that I actually appliqued already. Okay, and then I worked on, for that quilt, there are a bunch of these stitchy stars, they're called. So I don't even know how many, but there's a lot. So I've been trying to do kind of like one every couple days. So there's that one. I think these would just make a pretty quilt all on their own. And this is all out of the Calico Garden fabric. I love the greens in this collection. They're so pretty. And that one. And then, oh, so I was telling you that Happy Little Stitch Shop, Angela showed the flea market flower cross stitch next to this quilt. So she has a Stitching with Lori club that you can join. And apparently I just found out about it and I joined now for this year, but you join in June. So anytime in June you can join, and then it closes at the the last day of June. And then it starts on July 1st. And it's just on Facebook, and they just do all kinds of stuff together and share their Lori Holt quilting and stitching. And they had a retreat. And so at the retreat, the people who planned it made Angela this whole quilt. And it was out of Lori Holt's Scrappiness is Happiness book, which is what this sampler quilt was from. And it was the plaid block, I think it's called. And I actually made a Christmas quilt from this block already. Let me find it. It's a plaid block. I know it's towards the beginning. Yeah, 56. Okay, so yeah, it's this one, this quilt. And it's just that simple block. It's just that block. See it right there. So I decided I'm just going to use my stash Lori Holt and make a king-size bed quilt out of that. I just thought it was so pretty. Every time it's behind her in her videos, and every time I watch her, I'm like, oh, I love that so much. So what I did is I cut up a bunch of the fabric. You need 3-inch squares and these 3-inch strips. I forget what the actual size, but it's 1.5 by 3, I guess. Anyway, and then you make like 2 sets like this, and then you put one in the middle with a little square in the middle. That makes sense. I don't have any done, but I started working on them. So I'm kind of in between other projects, like Lori talks about doing bonus projects. I'll just sew 2 of these, and then I'll do my other ones. So I got those 2 done, those 2. Those 2. And I'm just going to do scrappy, all different colors. Those 2. And then I got one of the green. So that is what I'm working on while I'm working on other projects. I hope that makes sense. If you're interested more in that, anything you watch with Lori Holt, she talks about her bonus quilts, and she'll just have like, so I just have this right by my sewing machine, and I just pull out 2 pieces and sew it together. And then I'll do my whatever my other quilting is, and then at the end of that, I'll sew another 2 pieces together. Okay. Goodness. All right, we need to be done here. They've been pretty good, but I think they're losing it. Okay, so then I'm also doing, like I said, the Haunted Halloween quilt along. Let me see what I can show you. I don't want to show you the directions, but is it free? Oh, it's free online. So yeah, so anyway, that block I have done. So they give you all the directions. So I got that done this morning. So cute. And this is with the Urban Chicks new Halloween line, which I think is adorable. So the first week was this bat block and then these star blocks. So I have that all cut out. And then the second week is this cat block, and I have that all cut out as well. I just have to sew together. So I will be working on that this week. And then as far as kind of plans go, I forgot that I did this, but I joined the Designer Mystery 2023 and I got block 1. So I'm determined I'm going to keep up. So I've got them starched and I need to cut that one out this week. And then Sherry McConnell is doing a happy-go-lucky quilt along. And I have loved this quilt since she showed it. And I love the fabric it's in. It is, hold on, let me grab it. I forget the name of it. I always forget the name of it. Oh, I forget the name of it. Let me see if it says here. You know what I'm talking about. It's the really brightly colored fabric line they came out with. Simply delightful. And so I got all the 9 patches cut out. I just need to sew those together. Yeah, so I will be working on that. See if there's anything else. I think that's it. And then here again is my Midnight Silhouette Quilt kit that I got from Shabby Fabrics. I got it last year, but I saw on Instagram the other day they have more of them, so they were posting it on Instagram. And this is a laser cut quilt kit. So the applique is already cut. You just fuse it down and sew around it. So if you've ever wanted to make this quilt, but the applique scared you, this is the answer. So there are more, at least last time I checked, there were more at Shabby Fabrics. So I would like to start this month, but if not, sometime in the summer. And I think that is all I have. Enough, right? So 41 minutes, plus a little more from when I stopped. So it's probably an hour. So anyway, sorry again about my dogs barking. But I hope you have a great couple of weeks. I will be going to Florida to visit my family, and then I'll be home for a few weeks, and then I go to California to see my son. My daughters and I are flying out there, and we're gonna go to Disneyland with him and just kind of hang out with him for about a week. And then when I come back, it's almost time to go back to school. So summer's gonna go fast. So anyway, I will see you in a couple weeks. Bye.